Hello, welcome to ASUN Adult Education, and this is Miss Nancy's math class. Today we're going to be looking at the calculator, the TI-30XS, and that's what we use for the GED math test. We're going to be looking at decimals, fractions, and converting fractions. Our objectives are going to be able to learn how to use this calculator using decimals and fractions. A little humor first. I'd like to meet you halfway, but I'm terrible with fractions. Everybody is always so afraid of fractions, so we're going to try to eliminate everybody's attitude towards fractions and learn how to use the calculator. First, we're going to look at the decimal point. It separates the whole number values from the tenths, hundredths, and even smaller numbers. Decimal to fraction. Know your place value. If I have 0.5, I can write that as a fraction as 5 over 10. And I use 10 because there's only one decimal place. On 0.44 over 100, there's two decimal places, so I'm going to use 100. Every decimal number can be converted to a fraction, and every fraction can be converted to a decimal. You know this one. I can take 1 divided by 2 equals 0.5. Or I can take 5 over 10, and that will reduce to 1/2. Using the calculator to convert to a decimal to a fraction. Type in the decimal, and then you're going to hit the double arrow key and hit enter. This will change it into a fraction. It will also reduce your fraction automatically. If you have 0.496, you will not see 496 over 1,000. You will get the reduced value of 62 over 125. If you want to pause this video and look at these next problems, go ahead and change these all to fractions. Entering fractions on the TI-30XS, hit the N over D key, enter the top value of your fraction, and use the navigation circle on the right to move to the bottom half of the fraction. Then you're going to enter your bottom value. Next, move your cursor to the right and make sure your cursor is not in the fraction. You try. Enter the fraction 1/2. Convert these fractions to decimals. Improper fractions can be converted to decimals too. If I have 112 over 58, it will be changed to 2.5454, and it's a repeating decimal. Improper fractions and mixed numbers. Study the fraction keys in the third row down on your TI-30XS. You will use the second function and two of these fraction keys. Type in 111 over 6, hit second, and then N over D, and then enter. You should see 18.5 as the mixed number equal to 111 over 6. In the same way, you can enter a mixed number and convert it to an improper fraction using the second button key and the N over D key. What is a fraction? It has a numerator and a denominator. The numerator is the top value in the fraction, and the denominator is the bottom value. X can be any number, but Y can be any number, but it cannot be 0. Y cannot equal 0. All about fractions. You have regular fractions where the smaller value is over the larger value, and the improper fractions is a larger value over the smaller value, and mixed number is a whole number plus a fraction. Try a couple of these problems. Questions? Email me at nancycrumball@asun.edu.